What's up guys, DJ back with another video. Today I'm going to pick up a Facebook Marketplace deal. This guy lives about an hour away from me. He didn't really share too many photos or much details. It's a bit of a bulk buy deal, so he did mention it's got about 30,000 cards total, different Pokemon merchandise and whatnot, so I am quite interested. The price is 2,500, so I'll negotiate and see where we go from there, and you know, see if I can get it for a little cheaper. It should be quite an interesting buy. It's been about, I don't know, five years since I posted my last video. I guess a lot to update you guys with my collection and what I've been doing for the last 5 years. You can see in the back, you know, obviously in my car, there's a couple car seats back there. So yeah, I've had 3 kids in the last 5 years, obviously with my wife. Yeah, it's been quite a journey, so I'll talk about that a little later. But definitely still love Pokemon, definitely still love the cards and everything. I've still been active, but not obviously active on my YouTube or whatnot. This is my first video back, so hopefully I still remember how how to edit and how to film and everything like that. So I'm keen to be back. I'm keen to show you guys some stuff. This video should be quite juicy. Hopefully I buy this deal and I can show you guys everything in it. I've been doing quite a few deals lately, so I'd love to, you know, film some more content and put it out there and show you guys and share a bit of my goals and what my thinking is now, 5 years later since those days, you know, since I posted my last video. So let's go drive, and then yeah, I'll show you what I got. All right guys, so I'm obviously back. This is like my new studio or my new workspace. As you can see, it's my garage pretty much. And obviously 3 kids, you get a lot of different stuff. You got a slide back there and a few different things. I'm still trying to work things out, if I'm being honest. I did a bit of a clean, did a bit of a reorganization. So yeah, I'm gonna show you everything I got. As you can see on the table right here, there's a lot of cards. And at the back here, there's more cards here too as well. So it's just a plane going above. Probably not the best place. We got like spiders, cobwebs a little bit, but I've cleaned up quite a bit. I've covered the cards, you know, if I'm sorting and whatnot. Obviously I'm working now. Got my light here, all my old stuff here, some of my graded stuff. But yeah, like this is kind of my workspace now. I've got like a chest freezer, and then you got all my other cards here. I don't know if you can see the light there. Maybe you can see it behind. So a little bit on the cheaper side of things, but you know, we're just kind of starting out, and drop that there. And yeah, so I'll show you a couple of the boxes, what we got, and my kids have already started sorting out some of the sets and different things. They're just sorting by color because they're, you know, the oldest one's 5, the other one's 3, and the other one's like a baby. So lots of cool stuff. I'll show it as best I can, and then maybe I'll split it off into other videos as well. There's a whole bunch of boxes down here as well. They're all from this deal. So I ended up paying $2,000 instead of $2,500. So he was a really nice guy, really helpful, went through a lot of the history, how he got the cards, where he got the card, why he's selling, all that stuff. You know, sometimes those things are really good to know, and you know, in this community, in the hobby, it's really nice, I think, you know, to get that information. So I got some Dragonball, if you could see. I'm gonna just switch the camera view. So as you can see, there's lots of Pokemon, there's Dragonball, vintage stuff, a lot of old kind of stuff. I need to really sort through these. My daughter, like I said, she's sorting, but she's only 5, so she's just sorting the backs, kind of like, you know, all right, so didn't even look at these yet, but I know there's like One Piece, some vintage One Piece, some like new One Piece. There is a lot of Jewel Masters, and I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea about anything about Jewel Masters and rarity and everything, but there's tons and tons, and they're not sorted, so you got to sort them out. Obviously, got to catch them all, got to sort them out, you know, same thing. Yu-Gi-Oh, some are sleeves, some are not. He did say, you know, he's kind of priced it, and he's kind of undervalued a lot of the things. So he's priced it at like 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent a card, because it was like 30,000 cards and not sorted and everything. So I took the risk. I paid for it. I have no idea some of this vintage stuff, what they go for. But the Pokemon stuff, I'm a little bit more confident on. Over here as well, there's more cards. thousands and thousands. And a lot of it is bulk, not gonna lie. But some of it's vintage bulk. I already started looking at some of the cards. Some of them are worth like $5, $7, $15, or like that's what sold listings are telling me on like eBay. Some Naruto. You just got random stuff. This is actually one of my favorite animes. It's Kuroko no Basket. And I think there's a few of these. I love Omine, he's my favorite character. There's some sleeves I found that are worth a little bit as well, like $2, $3 each sleeve. Might not seem much, but like really cute sleeve, really cute artwork. What else do we have? There's another sleeve here. So what we've got is like 30,000 cards. We got a bit of merchandise as well. So over here, he's got like stickers, postcards, and this is all vintage Japanese, some black and white stuff. That box has got like Yu-Gi-Oh, lots of Yu-Gi-Oh, some band cards. I have no idea about Yu-Gi-Oh and whatnot. I'm more definitely Pokemon and maybe Dragon Ball as well, but even Dragon Ball I'm a little funny about. But apparently there's quite a lot of different stuff in this collection. So he bought a lot of this from Japan, shipped to him over the years. So he didn't really have too much modern stuff. What else do we have? We got like Weiss Schwartz, which I'm not too familiar with, but there's a lot of fancy women in there. I'm not gonna lie. Naruto, One Piece, I mentioned those. There's a soccer one as well. I'm not too sure in that anime. A lot of anime kind of stuff. I definitely have to do like some research. There's like some bug thing. Some game stuff. I know some heroes at some stage. I showed you all those boxes there. Over here, you got quite a lot of different random stuff, which is like the interesting stuff. There's like sticker books. These are like just binders, but they're really cool art on them. Really cool. And they're kind of like newish as well. And I plan on like, I guess, eBaying a lot of these things, selling on whatnot. Posting a lot more on my socials, on Insta and stuff, and posting some more videos. I could probably like make a lot of content on these kind of things, but this is just a really rough thing on what I just bought. $2,000 is not chump change for a lot of the small timers, and I'm kind of, if I'm being honest, I'm small fish. I'm looking around, I'm buying some deals. I'm still a massive collector at heart, but there's a lot of things in this collection I don't really need or want. So I'm definitely going to sell. I'm also, you know, looking at, I want to do this full time. My wife's really into it now as well. So that's so helpful when you got two on board and they really like it. Now these are like cups and stuff, like just random artwork you could see. It's really cool. They don't really make these in like in English form or whatnot. Like, well, these are like some vintage stuff. Really cool stuff. I think I could confidently sell a lot of the Pokemon stuff and make my money back. I think a lot of it is like slow moving. I'm not gonna lie, because you know it's niche kind of products, but it's good inventory for me. Like, you know, for someone that doesn't have much inventory, I'm gonna sell a bit of the collection, personal collection. I've consolidated a lot of things, and this is like still sealed Japan, Japanese stuff. You don't really see much of them, and I know there's a market for it. So, and there's a lot of like different toys, stickers, tins, plates, cups, like a Pikachu plate. Like, you'd be surprised how much these kind of things go for. Like, it's like t-shirt, bag, like a whole bunch of random stuff. Slowly pricing them out. Slowly gonna put them on eBay. Also, I've got a Whatnot account set up. I'll drop it in the link below, and I'll link it to you guys. So I might Whatnot some of these things as well. Some just really random, cool stuff you don't see anymore. These are all vintage. Look at the artwork on these. Like, this is Tommy Toy. So I'm sure there is a little bit of demand, a little bit of people that wanted this. There's a tin, and there's got stuff inside. Like, it's just random decks, random cool artwork. Oh, that's random. It is really fun just exploring and seeing what's in here. There is a Pikachu Tommy. I think it's kind of sealed, but it's in the original box. Check this out. This is a So vintage. Like, I mean, some people like it, some people don't, but I bought the collection for the cards, I'm not gonna lie. But bulk deal, $2,000, there's about 30,000 cards. The way I saw it was, you know, if I could manage to piece out the collection, I took, you know, it's always gonna be taking a risk when you buy a big lot like that, and it's gonna be hard to move. Naruto calendar? Sealed as well, like 2023, so it's not vintage. Yeah, it's just about spending the time listing and putting the effort into it. So random like toy Pokeball, like, I mean, some of these surely don't really work or anything, and you know, I love to like show every single thing, but I don't think I'll be able to really showcase it in full. There's like something called Mesa Stars as well. I got hundreds of them. Stickers, got hundreds of them as well. We're probably whatnotting a lot of that, or selling. I'm applying for it to be a vendor at a few shows in Australia as well. And I might have some of these there. I don't really, like, I've never done that before. I know there's a lot of POVs out there and vendor stuff. That's like really the in thing now. But yeah, I don't know if I'll film. I might just try to look to sell, like, you know, first time doing those things, and I want to get it right in a way. And just so random. But yeah, like, there's like tins, there's so many different cool things. Some are empty, some are not. This is Major Candy. This is like empty, I think. This is a Naruto thing. I mean, I feel like there's like too much, or so much to show. Like, maybe when I start sorting it out a little bit more, I could definitely showcase a lot better. I've been buying other collections too, so I'd love to show those. And a lot of these things, like I said, oh, there's some like Magic cards in here. I'm not a Magic player or fan or anything, and I know the storage and condition might not be the best on some. There's a lot of Japanese, there's a lot of English in that bag as well. Apologize on the raw filming, but this is just my workspace right now. And you know, when you got 3 kids, you need a bigger house, you need to have some space for a lot of things. So this is just a quick snapshot on some of the stickers I've got, and there's hundreds in here. Looking on eBay, a lot of these go for like $2, $3, $5, depending on the Pokemon, obviously. Sleeved some of them up. We've sorted some like of the bangers, if you want to call the hits, or some of the like the cuter cards or the older cards in like smaller sleeves. So some of these I'll probably put up in shows, you know, like some really cool stickers, and they're vintage, they're old. They don't make these anymore. Yeah, there's so many, hundreds. Kangaskhan. Stuff I've never even thought about or seen before, if I'm being honest. I'm not that, you know, crazy into Japanese vintage stuff. But this deal I thought I couldn't pass on, you know. I saw it on Marketplace, and you don't really see much of this stuff anymore. So, you know, I got like hundreds of stickers. If I sell them for $2, $3 each, $5 each, depending. This is obviously Australian dollars. So there's that, and then there's Mesa Stars as well. I need to show you guys that quickly. There is hundreds of Mesa Stars. Now, if you don't know what Mesa Stars is, I think it's just like, if you look it up, it's like an arcade game they have there. And this is what it looks like. It's crazy stuff. So like, that's what it looks like. I've got some of the cooler Pokemon. This is obviously, there's a few starters. There's I've got Charizard, Gengar, Pikachu, all those ones. I've kind of separated some of the popular Pokemon. Apparently these they got like rarity by the star. So this is like a 3-star rarity. There's a 2-star rarity. That's 2 stars. And I think it goes up all the way up to 5 stars. So there's hundreds in here. Like I said, if I do like $1 or $2 a piece, or some of them on eBay, some of the bigger ones, so they're going like $30, $20. Some of the sleeves I found, like what I was showing you before, with the sleeves, you know, they're going for like $3 each. I've got like quite a few sleeves. Can definitely piece it out a lot. It's all about the risk and, you know, pricing and time, effort, energy. Those are things that people don't want to do a lot of the time, and that's why they sell for, you know, the price that they do. But I'm hoping to make a decent amount of profit on this, and so I can like buy some more and keep things flowing. Oh, there's another Midorima. Generation of Miracle card. There is so much sorting. There's Power Rangers, and there's vintage Pokemon, but there's also English Pokemon. A lot of this stuff, majority, is Japanese, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna definitely need some help with some friends on sorting, which I have a few coming over the weekend and whatnot. It is my birthday coming up, and last time I think when I started, it was almost like my birthday as well. So it's kind of like a fresh start, fresh journey. This is like going to be like my new studio. This is my garage, obviously. But this is my table. Once it's all cleared of the sorting, you'll probably see me filming on this side with a similar backdrop of before, with the booster boxes, graded cards. This is probably going to be like my whatnot space as well. So if I do whatnot, when I start actually going live, I'll film it here. I'll show the cards here and whatnot, and a lot of the openings and collection buys that I got. I'm buying and selling a little bit more as well, so I do have a little bit of packaging stuff, like bubble wrap, but like I said, I'm kind of new, still at it. Just the shipping stuff. I'm watching a lot of Pokemon Steve. He's another YouTuber and a really great guy in Australia that buys and sells on eBay. Very reputable. He's kind of like my goals, Pokemon Steve. He started from humble beginnings. I think I'm a little bit the same. Me and my wife enjoy sorting. We enjoy listing. We got, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 listings up at the moment. Graded cards, I've got raw cards. I could put links in the bottom, but I'm not really making this video for the selling or anything. I just want to really showcase. And I miss YouTube. I miss the content creating. I miss the collection buys, the talking to the collectors. But yeah, there's so much. When I show everyone, they're just crazy. Like, they're like, well, this is crazy. Like, and my ideal, obviously you want to make money. I want to do this full time. I'm not gonna lie. I want to stay home, work from home. I got 3 kids now. I'm a bit older. I work in a warehouse environment, so I don't really want to continue doing that. I want to work from home, sell cards from home, buy cards, and just enjoy life. Have time with my kids, have a work-life balance. Obviously, this is going to take forever to sort, but when my kids are having fun, they're sleeving all these cards. It feels nice for me, and I think I'm far from going full time. I'm far from making money a lot. I think it's a lot harder than a lot of people would make it to be. I know a lot of people want to do that, and that's their goal, and that's what they want to do. But I think for me, I'll try to be realistic, and my wife's definitely helping me with that. So I'm definitely more the optimistic side of the relationship, where I'm like, oh, we could do all these things. But she's very logical and strategic and everything. That's another reason why I think we suit. We're great together. I definitely want to set this up a little bit better with my lighting, my filming. I apologize if it's not the best. Even my microphone's back there. I haven't really linked it up to the table or anything. Obviously, work, kids and everything, it's a lot. So if you want to see some of this stuff in a video, like the Jewel Masters, I've got thousands of them. Like, I know they're bulk cards, but it's just interesting to see. I've got thousands of Naruto. I've got thousands of, I don't know what this is. This is like Battle Spirits. I'm not sure too much on that. There's Weiss Schwartz. Not too sure on that either, but there is like there's heaps of them. Thousands as well. So if you want a particular video on a particular card, once it's all sorted, I could probably flick through. These are what the cards are. If you want to buy some, they'll probably be on the eBay, or you can private message me or whatever, or Instagram. I'm going to post a couple of things there. If you see me at the shows, then by all means, come say hi. I'm definitely wanting to expand, have a website. I've got someone working on that. Change my logo, brand a little bit. Got a few merch things in mind as well. A lot of things on the mind. Trying to make this work. I kind of realized this is what I want to do. When you're a little kid, you're like, oh, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a policeman. I think, even before when I was making videos 5 years ago, I really wanted to do this. I did nearly 300 videos. It wasn't tracking very far, but I wasn't really selling either or buying. I was collecting more than anything. And now I'm a bit older, a little bit more wiser. I think realistically, you know, if you're making this a business, you got to obviously treat things as inventory, buy things to sell. You can keep some stuff obviously along the way, but you know, I still work full time at my job, and I want to, I guess, what do I want to do? You know, build enough inventory, build enough sales, rapport, connections with people, help people out with their stuff as well. And, you know, I think you go a long way when you're helping more people. And I think that's very important. So I think that's what I'm going to aim to do. You know, if I can do this full time and quit my actual full-time job, that would be the dream. You know, that would be great if my YouTube kicks off, or Instagram, or just the eBay selling. You know, honestly, I'm more, you know, wanting to make some sales, wanting to provide for the family and all that other, you know, stuff, but treating people fairly. I think market's very different now. I think we see a lot of these ups and downs with the market. Even before when I was making those videos, a lot of price hikes and scalping and all this stuff. A lot of people were talking about it. I want to try to not talk too much about it unless you guys want to hear it. I could even do like some sorting videos where I'm just ranting off on just general topics and my thoughts on it. But that's the thing. It's all just thoughts. It's all just opinions. Everyone's got their own. Everyone's got, you know, different agendas. Stuff like this, I haven't really shown on the channel before. I have graded a few things. I haven't done an update on my PSA collection. I haven't done an update on my booster art set collection as well. I keep most of my personal collection up, you know, somewhere else. This desk and this thing is more about filming, more about inventory, more about selling. So yeah, hopefully not too long of a video. My arm's getting a little sore from holding this. I definitely need to set it up a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. I got a massive space in the garage now. You know, upstairs when I had my old setup, there was a tiny table, tiny stuff, but I have a bit of a packaging area, a selling area. Like, I want to try this really hard, and I think my wife is the same. I think it'd be great for us, great for the kids, great for everything, you know, if I'm being honest. That's my goal. Those are my dreams in a way, but this collection was massive, $2,000 as well. That's the main point of this video, was showing off this collection, but obviously, you know, I haven't posted in a long time, so I wanted to give a brief update on it. There is so many things here, Digimon and whatnot. If you want to see any of it in an actual video where I can actually just film it here, it might be a little bit cooler to see their artworks, even though a lot of it is bulk, I'm not gonna lie. But some of the Japanese bulk, my wife was like looking on eBay, and some of them like $8, $10. And we were pricing this, me and the guy who sold me this, we were pricing it like 5 cents a card, 10 cents a card. So there's hidden gems all the time when you find these things, you know, unless they've sorted every single one and they've taken everything out, which he was quite honest about. You know, I see some reverses here, a few hollows, nothing too crazy, but every little bit counts. And, you know, obviously hoping to clear a lot of the stock, make that money back, earn a little bit of money to, you know, put towards more of this stuff, you know, buy some more packaging, buy some more cards and whatnot. So I think this video has gone quite long. Let me know in the comment section below. I missed you guys. Hopefully you missed me too. I'll continue to pump out content as frequently as I can. Not as much as before. I don't think I'll be doing like, you know, every 2 days or every second day. But I'll, like, whenever I buy something, I'm gonna aim to show it off to you guys first, before even listing it, before even vending it or anything like that. So I have a potential vending gig coming up in Sunbury. I've applied for it. I'm waiting for my application to go through and whatnot. If I do get that, I'll let you guys know. I'll put on my socials, and then, you know, if you guys see me there, that's cool. If not, then that's fine too. Obviously, I'm in Australia. A lot of the guys that watch is from UK, America, and whatnot, and I understand that. That's all good. Same with the whatnot thing. Shipping's obviously easier within, you know, Australia. And obviously the tariff thing, everyone's talking about the tariffs with PSA and stuff. So what's going to happen with that? I think it should be interesting. But yeah, let me know what you want to see. I do have some plans on content. I have a few collections that I need to piece out and show you guys as well. And I'm really excited. I don't really want to sell any of this without really showing you. But realistically, you know, I got to keep things going and everything's like that. So, but that's it from me. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.